What I find interesting is that it all is about this, about being able to balance and the physical world ambition with the sense that it doesn't actually matter anyway. It's like having one foot in the room and one foot out of the room. Seems like the right way to function in life.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why of all the kind of world religions, I think the Taoists have the best grip on it. They're in the world, but not of the world, kind of.
Yeah, but it's similar to the Stoics, which I tended to gravitate to more. That you're supposed to strive, but the hard thing is like it's easy to go think that you not be of the world. You have to go in a cave and just get away from things and not really care about outcomes. But you really have to. I mean, and certainly in Stoicism, there's an ethical obligation to act.
That's right, an ethical obligation to act. That's right. So, yeah, well, it's all interesting, and who the hell knows what happens. When I talked to him yesterday, he intimated a belief in reincarnation and future lives. I don't know about that. I've thought about that a lot. I think it's quite logical, possible anyway. The only problem I have with reincarnation is that I may have remembered things from past lives. Actually, it's interesting. I've done this past life drill and come up with a lot of things that, where did they come from? Are they from movies? Are they snippets from books that I've read that are in the back of my mind that have come to the front? I don't know. But I've actually had past life experiences. And I always wanted to, and then I had some, so that was good. But the question is if you're reincarnated, where are all these extra people coming from? Where are all these entities that are inhabiting these bodies coming from? In other words, fine, I can go back into a new body that's being born, okay? But if there's 8 billion people in the world, and there used to be just 3 billion 50 years ago, where'd the other 5 billion come from? They're not reincarnated, they came from someplace else.
Well, there's been a reduction of insects in the world I've read about. Mm-hmm. And if we are supposedly reincarnating across the species spectrum.
Well, that's a possibility, isn't it? Sure. Yeah. I mean, and a really good dog could come back as a person, I guess.
You would think so.
And
if a really bad reincarnation at all.
And a really bad person could come back as an earthworm or something too, I suppose.
There is some beauty in that idea.
Yeah, there is.
I like the simulation idea more, though. I really do. I think that's, you've heard of probably Nick Bostrom, who originally came up with this idea.
Yeah, that we're all living in a simulation.
Yeah,
and then there could be simulations within simulations within simulations ad infinitum too.
Of course, and so that's why it's because there could be an infinite number of simulations. It's far more likely that we are in one than that we are a civilization on an arc where that is actually achievable. And that it's unlikely we are on that one civilization that's going through this evolutionary process where we develop the technology enough to be able to create a virtual reality that's as believable as a physical reality without destroying ourselves first. It's less likely that we happen to be those people right now than that we've already gone past that and we're one of the infinite number of simulations.
Yeah, that's really fascinating. It's kind of like that Chinese conundrum where Chinese philosopher was asked, well, what's the earth sitting on? And he said, it's sitting on a turtle. Yeah, but what's the turtle sitting on? And he said, it's turtles all the way down.
Turtles all the way down. Yep.